Stevie Wonder was born in Saginaw, Michigan in 1950. He was born 6 weeks premature, which resulted in retinopathy of prematurity, a condition that affected the growth of his eyes. The condition was so bad that when Stevie was born, he could not see. Music was always a big part of Stevie's life. He grew up drumming on pots and pans with kitchen utensils. Although he could not see, his hearing was incredible. When Stevie was young, his siblings would drop a coin on the table and he would be able to identify what type of coin it was by the sound it made. Stevie's father, Calvin Judkins, was also a musician and may have inherited some of his skills onto Stevie. Unfortunately, he wasn't in the picture very long. Calvin had an irregular job where he would leave the family for long periods at a time. Stevie's mother later saved up enough money for the family to move to a nice neighborhood. Stevie Wonder was the third of 6 children. His siblings used the surname Hardaway. Stevie's mother, Lula Mae Hardaway, was born on January 11, 1930 in Eufaula, Alabama. She recently passed away on May 31, 2006 in Los Angeles, California. Stevie attended Michigan School for the Blind. Stevie's mother often listened to the blues radio station. She loved the blues, and so did Stevie. One of his favorite artists was the King of Blues, B.B. King. When Stevie was 8 years old, his family went to an outdoor music concert. Stevie told the band leader that he was a musician as well. After that, he was invited on stage to play the drums. Stevie made the crowd go crazy, and the band leader even tipped him 75 cents for his performance. In 1961, a friend of Stevie got him an audition for Motown Records. When Motown's president Berry Gordy heard Stevie audition, he was convinced that he would become the next big thing. And the very next day, Stevie signed a contract and was on his way to become the next big thing. Just a year after his contract signing, Stevie released his first album, The Jazz Soul of Little Stevie. And as great as the album was, it didn't sell very well. Stevie Wonder was only 12 when he went on the Motortown Revue tour along with famous performers such as The Miracles and Marvin Gaye. Stevie would perform in a total of 36 cities. He always had the crowd on their feet. It was on that tour where he performed Fingertips from his first album on the harmonica. The crowd loved it, and when Stevie later released that live performance, it sold over 100 million copies. That was the spark that started the fire. Stevie's success continued through the 70s with hit songs like Superstition, Higher Ground, and Sir Duke. In 1970, Stevie Wonder married Sarita Wright, who he worked with in producing the album Where I'm Coming From. But merely 2 years later, the couple divorced. When Stevie's contract with Motown Records expired, he left the company for more control over his music. After recording 2 of his own albums, he negotiated with Motown Records to gain control over his music. Stevie Wonder has won countless awards over the years, including an Oscar, a Golden Globe Award, 3 ASCAP awards, a record-breaking 22 Grammys, and many more. He has even received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and what's cooler than getting a medal from Barack Obama? Stevie Wonder is still performing concerts to this day and has 8 kids. Aisha Morris, Mumtaz Morris, Kwame Morris, Sophia Morris, Kylan Morris, Keita Morris, Mandela Morris, and Nia Morris. Stevie Wonder has had one of the biggest impacts on modern-day music. The king of R&B devoted time and dedication to become one of the greatest musicians of all time, and he displays how you can conquer any handicap with the will to succeed. Stevie Wonder was the man that made Martin Luther King's birthday a holiday, and that's pretty important. Stevie Wonder is simply the greatest musician of all time.